All right, we had technical difficulties.
Oh, I was just writing that.
So let me get it all straightened up here and figure out what the heck we got going on here.
Hello, everybody from Sturgis, South Dakota. How y'all doing?
Here, you talk.
So first off, I want to just say a big thank you to everybody out there that's praying for Charlie. He's doing a little better. He's keeping his food down. And I'm going to give all the thanks to God because we're all been praying for him. And probably still not out of the woods yet, but I'm sure he's, at least he's keeping his food down. So that's what I was hoping for and praying for. So we wanted to thank everybody. Let's see who's on. Sorry. Cece's on. He says 4-minute warning. No, I didn't bring my
That was earlier.
thing. And George is on. Cece says, please do not adjust your seat.
So what's going on is we're down here on Main Street. We're actually at the Iron Horse. No,
we're at Loud America.
Iron Horse on the other side of town. We're on Main Street. They have the world famous beef tips. Last day for all you can eat special. Starting next Friday, they're going to go to their regular Sturgis rally menu. And of course, prices will go up a little bit more. So going around the day, we found you some places that are not raising prices, and we'll talk about that. That'll be on a video, but we'll tell you a little bit about that today. You bring your earphones.
No, I'll have to see if I can. You think if I just plug in the regular?
Yeah, plug charger and
something. We're getting a little echo here on our end. I don't know if you're getting it on your end or not. So we just got done eating dinner here, so everything was really good. I should put on my glasses. That would help me see too.
Yes. You can tap those.
You don't have a phone charger? I am.
Not here yet, but in the truck.
Slim Jim says, good to hear about Charlie. Yes, and thank you for all your prayers. Like I said,
keep praying because there's we're only on the second day, actually not even a full second day yet, that he hasn't been getting sick. So hopefully he'll, like I said, we don't know. We were getting to be about every 3 days. And then we got the other day where it was constantly.
Heritage Cowboys on says, hey guys, there's Patsy, Michael and I say hi, and we're in Tucson today. How about that? Patrick Kane's on. How are you doing? Audrey Winter, William Hanna. He says no echo. Okay, that's good because there's a little bit here on us. Patrick says yes. Mr. Bombard Brain. Hello from Idaho. Are you coming out? That's not too far away, is it? Idaho from Sturgis. Patsy says glad Charlie's having a good day. Yeah, yesterday was really good. Today he's okay. Race Moto Life. Yeah, he's not his normal happy self today as he was yesterday. We did take him out with us last night for a little bit. We had dinner with Bowling Alley Bob and his wife, Bob and Sue. And out at Kickstands, we took him with us and we were doing that. And he enjoyed it, except he was out a little too late. He likes to go to bed early. Any smoke today is not bad. Just been a little hazy here and there, but nothing like it was a couple of years ago.
You type your information, you type in.
Okay.
The website. Because today we got one of our new sponsors. We're going to put up in just a few minutes because we haven't been. It's a little different when we're trying to do a live. I've been trying to get that all straightened out. Other thing I want to mention is I'm going to say this a couple times throughout the video today. Anybody that's a YouTuber that's going to be coming to Sturgis, the Buffalo Chips having a big event on August 5th, which is Saturday, up at the Crossroads at the Engine Bar, that a whole bunch of YouTubers are going to be meeting up there. Everybody from Adam Sandoval, we're there. The Henri one, the Badgers. There's a whole list of people that's going to be there.
Monkey couldn't make it.
Yeah.
So Monkey's not going to be there.
And so if you are and you want to be involved with that, to me, I like doing that. We've done it with the Badgers before, and we've done it with another YouTuber down in the Ozarks. And what's nice about that is you get to meet other people's subscribers too, and a lot of times they end up being a lot of your same subscribers anyway. So it's kind of nice, and it's also a chance for, if you're a smaller channel, you might be able to pick up some people. I told her that. Go get your charger.
Somebody just said no echo. I don't know. Oh, okay.
Take that with you. All right. So she's gonna go get the charger to plug in to make it think it's got a headphones plugged in, and it's the iPad. We have an iPad that way she don't have to keep hitting the screen here trying to see it. Get a little bit bigger idea of that. So what have we been doing so far? Not a whole lot. We spent a lot of time with Charlie, just kind of trying to get him through all this mess. So we got here on Monday last week, and so we kind of went around a little bit. We talked to a few people. We went to Uncle Louis yesterday and ate breakfast. I guess that's a motorcycle. I thought it was a helicopter. There is definitely bikes out here. It's not crazy crowded. Most of the campgrounds have campers in there, like Days Inn. They've got about probably 20% of their campgrounds full. So a lot of the campgrounds do have RVs there. I don't know if they're motorcycle people or if it's just people coming out and checking out before the rally starts, get the better. So right now, prices here are cheaper than if you came out.
Feel good over here still?
Yeah, it might give us maybe a couple glasses of ice.
A glass of ice.
Yeah, thank you. We gotta put him on too later. Our bartender, guy, waiter. He's a waiter, and he's new, just starting out. And so we're out here just trying to kind of touch base. We went over to the Harley dealer. We kind of met with them. We actually, you see, if you watch the videos, we actually caught up with them as we were coming into town. So we will be going out there next week and kind of getting a preview of what's going on. We're meeting with the chief tomorrow. Monday, we're meeting with the chief. We're meeting with Sturgis, the Harley dealer. If you guys seen that, and somebody was asking about when I did that short, where's that great little they want to see that orange bike, and that orange bike was super sharp, and it will be on the video tomorrow. You will get to see that. And that, I don't know who painted that, but that orange bike they had at the Indian dealer, I'd like to have my bike painted like that. And it was super, it was nice. I like the color, I like the scheme, but when I got to the front of the bike, it actually looked red, which was kind of weird. Might be a pearl paint job. I don't know if you want any ice in your water.
Yeah, I guess.
Pour down your shirt.
Yeah, here got away. I had no internet and it went dead. Yeah, it is warm. That's an understatement. So keep this over here in the shade. It's melting up here on the table. So how is everybody doing? And who's leaving when? And when is everybody getting out here? Oh, I guess that's what I was trying to look at too. I was going to type that in.
You should talk till I get this going.
Okay, so
See with total selling.
right here is the people that are sponsoring us today. It's called Zipx.
Well, I wanted to put the logo up when I do that. You're not doing that yet.
All right. So I can't see anybody's comments. So let me get this phone up and see what I've got going on here. YouTube. Oh, that's too crazy. So we're on Main Street.
All right, let me go back and take this back off again. Layout. Just one. There. All right, so that's all back. So here's this. I don't hear any echo, so it should be good now.
All right.
Do that, and then before we do that, if you go in
The banners. I know I was going to type in
because
that.
I've already got the. What I was going to do is take our logo up here off, and then theirs will come up. So we have a sponsor that we're going to see on a couple videos.
Great banner. I'm going to do this before we got started.
Didn't get that far.
I didn't know.
Ran him behind. So far, not a whole lot. We have a whole lot. That's still going.
I don't know what to tell you. You don't have the earbuds phones in there? All right.
I'm more than happy to look.
Oh, boy.
And so, yeah, Neil's here, which we'll show you Neil in a little bit. It's not in there. You can turn that off and you're going to have to use your phone.
All right.
Can't have it echo all the way through this. I don't know why you can't turn an iPad off for the volume. I don't really understand how that works. It doesn't go all the way to off. Find
I
the
guess not.
settings.
So then you're just gonna have to turn it off then, I guess.
Sound. Let me see if there's any way. That's the ringer. Text tone.
But if you put in your earbuds, it goes off. So I thought if I would have put in the phone charger part, it would have went off because I don't have it. I don't know. So let me go to my YouTube and I can get things here too. Okay. So Audie said, any smoke? We said no. We're talking to each other. Steven samples on. He says, howdy. Raymo's life says, Bob is echoing. Okay. All is good. 5 by 5. Neil said, not much smoke now. Bob is breaking up. Looks like it's still good so far. Let me turn this back on. And okay.
All right, it should stop now. I turned that off. So
We'll
hopefully the echo will go away now. And that's all.
All right, I got nothing.
That's right. I turned it off.
Oh.
Off. It's not going to work anymore.
The sound
No,
off.
I can't do that. Stupid iPad. If anybody knows anything about an iPad, how to
Let us
turn
know.
off the sound permanently, I can't see it in the settings.
Anyway, so I can't reach the phone to get the comments. I guess I can do it on here.
Yeah.
I can't click them, but
Talk.
we're out here and it is warm. It's probably in the mid 90s right now. And there is a breeze, so that's nice. Keeping us cool. We had the beef tips for dinner and I had a salad. Bob had beef tips. And we're just waiting to see how many of you guys are heading out this way and what day you're leaving, when you're expected to get to Sturgis. We went for a ride today. We went down Bonaca Road and over to through Deadwood. Yes, we started in Sturgis, went through Deadwood, turned at Lead there, went down to Nemo Road and down to Bonaca Road.
So Neil just looked and it's 94 here. The only nice thing we've got right now is we have a halfway cool breeze. It's not a hot breeze like we have in Arizona. Just,
No.
it doesn't feel too bad. Underneath the shade here.
Be there next Sunday, George says.
I'm not doing too bad.
Leaving Bibsby on the 29th. All right, Stephen.
Yeah, I have a couple
As
steak
Pipe
tips.
says,
I'm not going to finish them.
8-2 he'll be here as Pipes. But you guys only stay for the weekend, don't you? You guys don't stay the whole rally, I believe.
Who?
As Pipes, and Miss Thing. 1 week to go for Janice. That's cool. Where are you coming from? Eureka Drone Pilot says August 5th, they'll be here. Alrighty. So let's go back down this way. Next Sunday, George says 115 in Tucson. That's pretty darn hot.
Where's your outlook on here? I want to pull up that our email, so I can find that what we need to read. So not bad. There's mainly here, it's all t-shirt places that are open up. I noticed a while ago the Dungeon Bar was open, so we're going to try to get down there this year.
We keep saying that every year.
And so we're going to really try to do it maybe tomorrow after we meet with the chief and we see what's going on there. And then after the chief, we have to meet with Indian Motorcycles. So we'll be meeting with them, finding out what their scoop's going to be. And then I don't think we have anything else in the afternoon.
Tomorrow?
After the Indian dealer?
No, I don't think so.
So maybe we'll go over there. We haven't talked to...
Monday night, we're supposed to meet somebody here for dinner.
We haven't met Anessa yet from One Sexy Biker Chick. She's got a new girl working in there now. So she was down at the house and we just never crossed paths yet. So hopefully next week, we're probably going to try to get a hold of her tomorrow and try to get with her. We got to get with the city, get their agenda, what's going on. We got our press passes and stuff coming for the city, which gets us get to ride the bus. And we're going to go ahead and ride the bus someplace just so we can do a video to show you what the bus is. And maybe we'll get a hold of Jonesy is another one that's out here that maybe we'll do a little ride with them too and see what's going on. So just to kind of give you guys a different look at what's going on. Most of you know that when Friday comes of the rally, the 4th, we've got the wedding going on.
Oh, look who showed up.
There we go.
We got a special guest.
Yeah. And so we'll stop. So I guess you guys are praying for the road to get fixed. That's a mess. Yeah, I'll go over here and stand in the. I can't go too far. I got internet. So here we go. We've got Wyatt with us. He's
Hi.
stopping in. So what's going to be your opening day?
July 29th.
So from then on, every day you'll be there.
Yep.
Yep. I see you got a lot of things fixed up now. It's pretty nice down there.
Yeah, we even got some shade for everybody this year.
Hey, that's gonna be nice because if
Yeah.
it's the heat's coming.
It's coming. It was hot today.
Yeah. You guys got spoiled. I said it wasn't until Friday was the first day. It was 90 for the
Yeah.
whole year.
Yes.
I'm like, wow, we should have moved the rally up about 3 weeks, and we would have got a little bit of cool weather and stuff. If you guys want to check out Wyatt, he gives money to what's your charity still?
St. Jude.
Yep. So he gives money to St. Jude. You also got a poker run going on. What days is the poker run?
August 6th and 7th.
And how do they sign up for that?
They can stop out of the lemonade stand and get their poker cards, $20 a hand. It's a self-paced run, so you've got 5 stops to make. You can take your time doing it. Everybody knows you're going to come. Just tell them you're with Wyatt's Lemonade. Poker run. Get it stamped and come back and see me, and I'll dole out the cards. You pick your hand, and you can always buy up to at the end. We have a $500 gift card from Black Hills Harley Davidson for the top hand.
There you go. Not bad. Plus, you get to do some pretty good riding. How many miles is it going to be?
About 140.
There you go. So if you want to come out and do some riding and not quite sure where you want to ride to, they've got it all set up, and you can go to all the stops, and gives you 2 days to do it in, so you don't have to do it all in one day. And but it'd be a good way to kind of see because a couple places you got I've never even been to. I think there was 2 places that were on there that I'd never even heard of. So we might have to check that out too. So pretty exciting. Anything else you want to tell us?
Got a little Beanie Baby thing going on. We got some Beanie Babies that a great woman donated to us. And every dime you come down and pick out whatever Beanie Baby you want that we have. Just give it whatever you want to donate. And all that money goes 100% to St. Jude.
Okay, that's pretty good special. So hopefully right now we're going to talk about the traffic in a little bit here, that it's a mess. Where they're at, it's a mess too. What we're hearing is it was supposed to be done by the 25th. And it doesn't seem like that's going to probably happen, but they're promising before opening day that they will have it all open. I think the screw up was they should have never messed with that way station.
They should not have.
They should have took care of the road first, then built that second.
And they could have started pouring concrete a little sooner.
Yeah. So I see they're pretty close. I see the asphalt now when I came up yesterday.
Yep.
It's a little bit better, but you still got to get the bridge. The bridge there where kickstands is at is still a mess getting off there from this way. Because you hit a little bit of gravel there, and then you got to turn.
There will be some gravel for exit 37 if you're going to kickstands. That's right.
So
And that's going to be that way for the entire
they don't
route.
think they'll put any asphalt or nothing down.
No, you're going to have to ride some
Okay.
gravel. But, getting into kickstands is gravel
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah, which is true.
And it's in good shape. I was on it last night. It's in good
Yeah.
shape.
We drove the truck out, but we didn't ride the bike yet. And so yeah, so hopefully everything will work out and everybody's exit will open up and it'll all be a bad memory.
We do know that if you get off at exit 40, you can get back on westbound to come up to Sturgis. So when you stop and see Wyatt, you can continue on to Sturgis.
Okay.
Or go back east to Rapid.
Okay. Sounds pretty good.
Yep.
That sounds pretty good. So we wish Wyatt all the great luck this year. Hopefully it'll be a good year. And you're the future mayor or governor, you know that, don't you? You and we know another guy, gentleman, he's a young man in Hewlett, and he's 17 years old, still in high school. He owns 2 houses and a business. And I said, you two need to get together because they could run South Dakota, maybe run the U.S. someday.
There we go. I like it.
Get some people that know how to do business, and yeah, that's right. All right, so we thank you guys for stopping in
Well,
and
thanks
checking
for
with
having
us, and we'll stop out there after you guys open up, and we'll do a little video from out there too, so everybody knows how to get in.
Sounds great.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
So if you don't know, Wyatt has a lemonade stand. He's been doing it is this your 4th year? Okay, I thought it was. So we actually found him the very first year. If you go back to our videos, it wasn't listed as Wyatt. Oh, the pole's in your face.
Oh.
Can't see you. You've been pulled. I can't see nothing. I'm blind.
I know even with
Sun
my
blind.
yes, it's crazy.
Still can't see anything. Am I still in the picture?
Yeah, you're in there.
All right, so we turned that way. So Wyatt's a really great kid. We've been dealing with him now for 4 years. And what he does, he has a lemonade stand out there, and the money he collects from his lemonade, half of it goes to St. Jude's. First year, I think he gave $60,000 or
Yeah, a
something
lot
away.
of money. Yeah, you
And
did.
the rest of the money goes to his college fund and things like that. And but he does lemonade. But you wouldn't believe when you pull up with your bike, he comes running out with the lemonade.
Yeah.
He's very, just a
Very
great
passionate.
kid. And a lot of people say bad things about him, but he's a great kid. He's doing a great cause. He really works it hard. His dad, I forget what his dad does. Devin does. Is he
I
is he a
think something like
contractor?
I thought it was with cars. Didn't he do something with
Oh
cars?
yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to say now.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either, but I something with automotive, I believe. I'm not for
And
sure.
but it's a really great,
The whole family is
Yeah.
awesome.
and they're really nice people, and they got a stereo all cranked up. You know what we think about that? I don't know who he's trying to prove. Must be a stuffed animal on the back is who he's trying to prove. He's a cool guy. I think the stuffed animal strapped to the back of his bike is his first giveaway.
Okay, so now I can put that in here. I'm trying to get our sponsor pulled up here really quick. So
Yep.
you keep talking and then I'll have
Oh,
it.
I didn't find. Did you find the letter?
No.
Well, you need that first.
Well, I know. You keep talking.
So we got a couple things we're going to talk about today. If you're a veterans, they're going to give an infield motorcycle away, and the
Royal
only
Enfield.
way to get a ticket for it is you got to prove you're a veteran. Okay. So it starts on August 4th at Chip, and you can sign up, and it's going to be part of the Freedom Day at the Chip. So let me read it, because it is not listed on anything. We got to talk to the Chip tomorrow. Monday, we're meeting with Rod again. So free veterans only Royal Enfield, a 650 GT giveaway. Registration opens August 4th at the Freedom Celebration Charity Building at the Crossroads from 9 to 4. So you can do it on that first day. After that, you got to go inside down to the amphitheater, and you go to the Op 1 Vet building in the amphitheater, and we'll show you where all this is at. From 5 p.m. to midnight, and then the drawing will be August 9th at 4 p.m. We don't know where it's at because it's not listed. So we got this on our list of things to ask Rod to make sure, because what we're going to do with the Buffalo Chip this year, we had no idea. We used to come to Sturgis. A lot of you already know my story. We've been coming to Sturgis for a long time, and we started back when the Full Throttle TV show came out the first year, and we came out the second year after that. And we kind of did just like all you do, the same crap every year. You eat at the same places, you stay at the same place, you do all the same stuff. Well, then we got the channel, and we started doing all this other stuff and finding such great things to do and rides and all that kind of neat stuff. And I forgot where I was going. And so, that's what it is. We used to go to the Buffalo Chip, and we just stopped at the front up there at the Crossroads Engine Bar, and we had a beer, and that was it. You know, we came out the first year by ourselves. Next time we came out with Art. Art came out. We had a beer up there, and that was it. Yeah, we've seen Kid Rock there years ago. The year the lightning came down, we were in the audience then. And what else did we see? Is that the only concert we came out and paid for to see?
I think so.
Okay. So we went to that concert, and that was it. You had to park in the back field, and it rained that night. We left because that field was all mud, all dirt, and we just figured everybody's bike's going to end up on the side. So we just left after about the fourth song because I wasn't going to get stuck. So other than that, I didn't know crap about the Buffalo Chip. But when we stayed out there 2 years ago, because last year we were at Kathmandu, great campground too. There's a lot of great campgrounds. Not saying anything bad about any of them. Not saying anything good about some of them, but not saying anything bad about some of them. But a lot of them are really great places to stay. They all got their goods and bads. But the Buffalo Chip, when we went out there in 2021, I could not believe all the stuff they've got going on. We're going to show you, they even got mechanical bull riding out there. All this stuff is going on. Yeah, we're good. No, I'm fine. I won't need no more. And I want to know if I want any more steak tips. So that's after we did that. Well, what ended up happening in 2021, we were pulling out. Every day we were pulling out. And I was like, oh, crap, look what they're doing over there. Oh, crap, look what they're doing over there. And it was just total chaos for us trying to get anything done. No, I'm full.
Thank you, though. You want a fresh Coke?
Yeah, I'll do another Coke.
It's a little watered down.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So after that, we had already decided last year, as the Chip said, hey, we'd love to have you guys come back again. So this year we're actually in corporation. I don't know what you want to call it. Cooperation? When you're working with the Chip? In conjunction. I don't sound right either. But maybe. And so we're working with the Chip, and we're going to be working with them as a YouTube channel. We may even be putting some videos on their YouTube channel too. So we'll have to see. We're going to meet with them next week and figure out what they want to do with all that. But what we're doing there is every single morning, we're going to give you a video at 9 a.m. Mountain Time to tell you everything that's going to be going on at the Chip. Thank you. So we'll be able to roll for you through that. And what we're going to do is we're going to start working on that this week. because what we're going to do is we're going to show you, like, for instance, a lot of people may not even know, you know where Camp Zero is, Neil? Out of the chip? Have you ever been there? Most people don't. They have no idea. It's because it's across the road. And so we're going to show you where a lot of the stuff, they got mini bike races. They're going to have, what's the guy down there? I just said,
Bill?
no, the guy that has a little garage. I said he's going to do
Wyatt?
the guy that has the garage.
Sasha.
Sasha has a little garage down here, and he's going to be doing the rodeo games. You know, if you want to come out there and do biker games and all that kind of stuff, that's going to be done out there. So we're going to give you all this great stuff that's going on. They got homemade bikini contests. They got all kinds of stuff. I think they even got a wet t-shirt contest going on. So we're going to be telling you all these different events that are going on. Some are free. Everything that's up in the front is all free. So if you want to see the Ives brothers do the Wall of Death, you just got to come in on the time when they do it. It's free until they fill it up. And so you can see that. There's we'll have a list of, they're going to have vendors up there too. They got quite a few. I don't know if, I would say Billy Lane's still going to be there, but we're going to have to ask. I didn't see him on the list. But Billy Lane's been coming out the last couple years up here. So hopefully Billy will come back again. We got a pretty good relationship with Billy now. So hopefully he'll be coming. And so they'll have all this great stuff. So that's what we're going to tell you. And then every night, except for Friday night, we will be going live at 5 p.m. Mountain Time from the amphitheater. We're going to be up in, what's the bar called?
Top Shelf.
Top Shelf Bar, the VIP area. We're going to be sitting up there filming the stuff that we need to film. You won't see it, but we'll be doing our lives from there. We're going to have a lot of guests on. We actually just, shocking, we may have some of the singers that the headliners may be coming on our channel. So you definitely want to check it out. And what the highlight is, the bikini model girls that are Miss Buffalo Chip that you might have seen on the channel, and you might have seen them wash your bike, and you never really got to ask them anything. We're having about 2 of them on every night for about 15, 20 minutes that you can ask them anything you want. And which is always the typical questions. How old are you? Are you married?
Well, most of you guys
Does
want
the
to
carpeting match? You know, those typical questions that people ask, guys ask. And so we'll have that up. We're going to have just a whole lot of great guests are going to be coming up there during that time. So we'll be on about an hour and a half. So we're coming on at 5. We'll be on until 6:30. So check your time. If it's East Coast, it'll be 6 o'clock. If it's Central Time, Central Time would be 6 o'clock. So it'd be an hour later than what we're doing right now.
Right.
Yes, be an hour later than now.
Central.
Yes.
And Eastern time would be 2 hours difference.
No, not right now, because they're already watching it now. I'm saying if they're watching us now, that would be the same time we'll be on down there. Is it 5 o'clock yet?
It's 4:32.
So in about 30 minutes, it'll be the exact same time wherever you're at.
I see no script anywhere.
All
I
right.
looked and looked.
Now you get to talk.
Well, see if I can get back on. Do you want me to not put that up yet?
No.
So, yes, we could do that. And then I go back to comments, and I can answer some comments. So let me see where I ended up. So Xanax Biker says, "Hey there." Neil said, "Thanks, Wyatt, for stopping by." Could anyone not like that kid? I know he's great. He's definitely going to be an entrepreneur. He's going to go far in this world. JP says, "Yeah, who wouldn't say anything bad about him?" Yeah, nobody. I'll send you a copy of my DD241. Laugh out loud. There you go. We could enter you in the contest, maybe. I don't know. I have my ID. Neil says, Emery's on. Says, "Hi, guys. I'll be out for a few nights, probably Wednesday, Thursday. Got to see George Thorogood perform at Def Leppard. Those are going to be 2 of my favorite ones." Tomcat says, "Hello. Facebook user, I don't know who you are. I don't have Facebook on right now, so I can't see your name." It says, "Hi from Ohio. They'll be in on Tuesday the 6th and at Steel Pony. My 4th time and my wife's 2nd time. They're going to go to Full Throttle Saloon on Wednesday morning." There you go. That's pretty cool. That breeze looks nice. Yes, it feels good. It does. Coke or Coke Zero? Regular Coke. We don't do diet stuff. They're all talking to each other. Tomcat says, "That real wheat in the background over Tam's left shoulder. It's whatever they call that. It's like what do they call the grass here or the
Right. No, it's they grow it here. It's,
yeah.
something the city planted probably.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. It's a decorative grass. How about that? Yeah.
It blocks our
No.
view. That's what it
Yeah.
does. Somebody said last year
Go
we should
Top
get the scissors
Shelf
out and cut
is
it.
everything you do. Yep. We try. Facebook user says looking good. I don't know who that Jerry's on. Hey,
So
Jerry,
if you
how
are on
doing?
Facebook, if you click right above where it tells you what we're all about,
Wake
what
up
we're
at
doing,
5
it
Saturday
says give
morning, be on the
permission to
road, Lord
StreamYard
willing.
to
There you go,
use your
Jerry.
name. They don't sell you nothing or anything else. It's just giving you permission because this is a third party. We're not going through YouTube. This is something I pay for to get what we do.
Yeah, Harley Ryder says hello.
And if you're a YouTuber and you would like to be involved with the big meet and greet that they're having at the Chip on Saturday the 5th, email us and throw our email up.
Banners. Email. There you go. He's eating his tater tots right now, so he can't talk.
Yep. So if you're interested in being involved, there's a lot of YouTubers up there. Later I'll read it because we got everything else open right now, so I can't look at my email for that. But I can give you a list of everybody that's signed up now. But I mean, it's the Henri one's there. It's Adam Sandoval's there. We're there.
Fun on wheels.
Dixon's there.
Highway Dixon, Badgers, Henri One, Adam Sandoval. Did you say
Yeah,
him?
said all that. Everything
Right.
that you said, I already said.
I don't know. So Fun on Wheels. We did do an update a few minutes ago on Charlie. He's doing much better. He's keeping his food down. He hasn't gotten sick for 2 days. Yesterday he was back kind of to his old self. Today he's not quite as peppy, but
So and we don't know.
he's doing
Typically,
much
the
better.
best he's done in the last 30 days has been able to
3
hold everything
days.
down for 3 days. So if we hit the 4th day, we'll be doing great.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I say, he's a little not as peppy as he was yesterday. So we'll see how he acts tomorrow morning because we may be in this big cycle again.
Yeah. So the veterans bike he was talking about is out at the Buffalo Chip. You can register on the 4th at Freedom Celebration Charity Building at the Crossroads between 9 and 4, and at the OP1 Vet Building in the amphitheater 5 to midnight. And the drawing will take place August 9th at 4 p.m. So if you're a veteran, you have to be a veteran. You have to prove you're a veteran. And they're giving away a Royal Enfield 650 GT.
Hey, for a free bike, I take one. But if there's no cost, you don't have to buy a ticket. You don't do anything. You just show they call those cards. No, they're a number A1A or something like that.
Yeah, somebody just said it. Who was that? That was XM Biker. I don't know where he said now. He said what the name of it was.
Oh, XM Biker, I seen your video today. You probably seen I commented on it. And thanks for giving us a shout out for the sticker we gave you and the good comments. And we spent time talking to you and stuff. And good shout out. Nothing's on it.
Well, where did it go? He just wrote it. He said, I'll send you a copy of my D5002.
There it is. A DDD Form 2.
Yeah, that's it. DDD
It's on the
Form
bottom.
2.
You've had it since 1993, October. Is that when you got out of service? 93? Here.
Red glasses. It's actually their
Here, Neil, can you see yourself? Talk to everybody.
Hi, everybody. How you doing?
It's about the heat.
It's hotter than, well, it's just hotter than down there.
Where are you staying at right now?
I'm staying at Rush No More Campground.
What do you think of that?
It's a very nice campground. It has a lot of trees and a lot of shade. Got a pool, got a hot tub. They got game room. They got a bar. During the rally, they got somebody that they are bringing in. It's going to have actually breakfast and supper open to the public, is what the guy told me last night. And Matt says if you want to, give him a holler if you need a place. He's got a lot of RV spots open still. But I'll give you a phone number here in just a second and get to it.
None of us came prepared today.
The phone number is 605-347-2916.
Or you can Google it.
Or you can Google it. That's it.
There you go. All right. So you all got to see Neil. Neil also was in Milwaukee with us.
Yep.
And maybe when the sun goes down, we'll get him over here. We do a little more shade here. We can talk about the Milwaukee a little bit.
I know that shade didn't come this way, did it?
I've had a lot of people. Yeah, it's come somewhere.
Oh,
did
that's
they?
cool.
And we got him a VIP place. He could ride up front with us.
Yep. So my glasses are hot pink, not red, but they might look red because of the sun. I don't know. Big Ben's on. He says, Bating from Florida. Danny's on, and he's on his way out. He's going to stay in our area. Jody Watson says, a little warm today. I don't know where you are, but if you're talking about here, it is a little warm. Warmer in Arizona, where we're from. Deb the Reb says, thanks for all the filming. She says, I'm sad I won't make it this year, but she was out there, and she said the people there are great. She did make it in mid-June when it was less crowded. There you go.
All right, let's do a little sponsor thing
That's
here.
on.
Get all my little things up here. Banners, brand. There it is.
There it is. Yep.
All right, you point to it. So we have a new sponsor, which is called Zipx. Where is our samples? So let's talk about it in a minute. So what we found is in Panama City, we found these guys that were selling something that I thought was really neat. We left them a card, we gave them a free shout out, and they said, hey, you know, we'd like to sponsor you for some of the rallies that you guys are going to. Give us a little extra money. So here's what they said. This episode is brought to you by Zipx Nicotine Toothpicks. Zipx brings you a total satisfying convenience and great tasting way to curb your nicotine cravings. Zipx Toothpicks give you an easier, healthier, and more discreet way to get your fix. Ditch the cigarettes, ditch the vape, and get some nicotine-infused toothpicks at zipxtoothpicks.com. We're going to put that down here. And if you use our Bob and Tam, get 10% off, and you can get 10% off. And they've also got other ones, because Tam tried them out. They also have some energy ones that have, I think it's B12.
B12 and caffeine.
And they got a different taste. These are bourbon flavored. And
I
I
had
thought,
the cinnamon ones. They were great.
and so they got them in all different kinds of flavors and stuff. We got a whole bunch of packets, and we'll show that as we do videos with them. We're going to do several videos during Sturgis, and then at the next couple of rallies we're at, we're going to be doing it. But I thought it was a really great thing. One of the things, that's what they said, because that's why they started going to motorcycle rallies, is because, you know, it's almost impossible to smoke it. My dad did it. Smoke a cigarette while you're riding a motorcycle. You know, the ashes are coming back, and it burns about 10 times faster than it should. But you could take this toothpick, stick it in your mouth, because I know when we had Steven down there in Myrtle Beach, he wanted to get some. And so we're going to give him a chance here where he can order them and save 10%. So is that what you got running along the bottom?
That's their website. And then that's the code. Bob and Tam's all cap, TAM, no S, 10. And
No, you got the wrong one going. That's to share your help.
Well, I don't know. I hit banner and ticker tape.
All right, you got it.
I don't know. I had it all in there and it said ticker tape and I hit yes. Well, let me rewrite it in there then. It's gone.
All right, so she's going to put that all back on. But that's who's sponsoring it. And if you guys go to it, and she'll give you the information in a minute to where you guys can get all their good information. It's on here if you need the information. Again, it's right there, toothpicks. So while she does that, get you guys that information, check out those toothpicks. I think it's a great idea, and we'll probably have some that we'll can't give them away. We got some samples that they gave us because we're advertising for them. But we have some of the ones that are flavored instead. They don't have the tobacco in it, and we might be able to give some of those away. I don't know how many we got. My daughter took some when we were at home. They wanted to try them and see. But I just thought it'd be a great way, because like Steven down there in Myrtle Beach, he's chewing gum like he's going out of style. Well, if you just stick a toothpick in your mouth, you know, it doesn't look quite so bad. It's just like if you're vaping, well, even smoking. You know, almost a lot of places now you can't smoke. You know, we're not smokers, but I just when I seen this, I thought, you know, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. It's an American-made company. Everything's made in America. I'll have to find out where they're actually made at.
North Beach, Alabama. Zipx toothpicks. Zipxtoothpicks.com.
So where we're at now, we're at Loud American, and it's up there. Oh, there it is, Loud American. And Main Street's out there. There's not a lot of motorcycles here. There's some motorcycles here. So a lot of people, you know, we started suspecting the 28th. 28th and 29th, that Saturday, Friday and Saturday, we suspect to start seeing bikes really heavily coming in, because that's Black Hills Harley. It's going to be their main time. So here's the information. If you want to check out the toothpicks and get saved 10%, you can go there, and then there's a place there that you put a code to save money, and you do that. I think most of them are like $29.95, and you get a lot of them in there.
I don't know how many.
Like this one here. This
100.
Yeah, they got 100 in the one that's at B12, And the other ones,
I don't know, it doesn't say. And they come in 2 strengths, 2 milligrams and 3 milligrams. And I don't know how many's in there. It doesn't really say. I don't know.
I don't know.
And I don't really know the cost either, but
I think
check 'em
that when
out.
I looked at it, it seemed like they were all $29.95. There's 1, 2, 3.
Oh, gee
There's
whiz.
quite a few in there.
yeah,
I'd say there's
50.
12 or 20. I don't know. I don't know if I want to open them up or not.
Yes.
Yes. You can take all the classes if you want. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. I know it. Yeah, I got this.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, like I say, it's Sturgis. You know, today, if you watched the short this morning that I put out, when I got on, what was great was when we went to Deadwood, there was nobody in front of us, another motorcycle, and that was it. And we really went riding through the curves. I didn't even realize going to Deadwood was that curvy coming in. I had no idea. I don't even remember that because I think most time you got so much traffic, you're not going fast enough to feel it. But I mean, we started going around those sweeping turns, and I was like, "Holy crap!" I'm so glad I'm in Sturgis. But
They said Emory HVAC says he can pass away in peace now. He's seen Neil. So Scott's on. He says, "Hey there. I think I asked you last time. Are you coming to Sturgis this year?"
yeah, there's a motorcycle. Can you at least say we've seen it? Showed you a motorcycle.
Thank you very much. Our waitress.
We had a guy, but I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, he was there.
Disappeared.
Uh,
Disappeared.
Paul said he'd be here in November to see his first granddaughter. Not great. Sorry, granddaughter. Yes, my glasses are pink. So Jade says a little warm today. Just got back from Victola. There you go. Glad to hear that Charlie ate something and was happier yesterday. Continue healing prayers. Yes, we want to thank God for that and all of your prayers. Thank you. Thank you. It works. God hears our prayers. Terry said he did 22 and retired ID cards. So there you go. So yeah, if you're coming out, don't forget to bring that card so you can register to win that bike. So maybe one of our Pating Nation will win that bike. That would be cool.
That'd be cool. We could do a video. Well, we're going to film probably whoever wins anyway. But like I said, we're going to be at the ship and showing you all these great things. A lot of stuff we're going to do some lives off and on, but we're not going to show you things that happened until after the rally's over. So we're just doing it a little different this year. They made us think about it. We're going to have a bunch of great videos all the way up until that time. We're doing all of our restaurants, our rides, all that stuff will be out. So if you guys are thinking about coming to Sturgis, you'll be able to get all that great information. We're already started it. And all next week, or this week coming up, and next week, we'll be getting all that stuff lined up, and you'll be seeing them on a daily basis. So tomorrow's video, I got just a little bit of a tease to show you Main Street. We drove down Main Street and filmed that. We actually walked it and drove it. And then we went over here to LaSalle. We actually have one big vendor's already set up. They're not open yet. Won't say who that is. Kind of film. There's a lot of freaking t-shirt places. They're all open. We've got one filming down here. They were putting one up and they kind of tore the side of a building off. So you got to see that. And if you own that business, you might want to, you got a video here to show that who did it. So we showed you that. We went out to Full Throttle Saloon. We looked all around there. We got, actually, that's what's going to start the video out. We've got Kenny that gives away the bikes. And he's going to start off the video and tell you a little bit about what's going on in Full Throttle. And so we walked around, showed you all the great stuff. They got a big bar now, out back, gigantic, and a whole bunch of other stuff that you'll be able to see. I don't want to tell you too much stuff. And then we go back down LaSalle Street out here, and we kind of show you what's down there. So it's about a 13 to 19-minute long video, but it kind of just gives you a little bit of tease of what's going on.
And you're going to put a video up on the X37 exit.
Yes, we are going to. We've already filmed some, but I want to talk about it. Because here's what's going on with exit 37. First of all, I'll talk about all the construction that's going on in South Dakota. First thing they do is they do everything humanly possible to wrap up the construction work during the rally. Second thing is if the construction work is still there, they stop. So as we travel down, now if you're coming from the east heading west, you're going to hit it right after Sioux Falls. It's bad. It drops into 2 lanes. The other side of the road is not even anything there. They got rocks put down and that's it. That is not going to get done. So the rest of them ends up looking like they got like 1 or 2 bridges on the other side that they're trying to repair. Most of them, they were already driving their company trucks, the worker trucks back and forth on those bridges. So I'm assuming a lot of those are going to open up. Problem is down here at exit 37 is a freaking mess. If you're coming from the east, heading west, they built a stupid way station, which probably they need that. I'm okay with that. But they could have waited to build that stupid thing till when the highway was done. So they probably spent most of it. They got a big fancy concrete driveway going up for the trucks and all this stuff. All that concrete could have been put on the highway and it'd already be done. They were supposed to have it done by the 25th of this month. That ain't going to happen. What's weird about this is there's sections that are probably, I don't know, 20 feet. Like when you drive down the highway, how long, Neil, when you drive All right, you talk. Let me go cool my phone down.
Okay, so the phone got too hot, so we have to cool the phone down before we can get back on. So we're still here, just the phone got too hot. It was sitting in the sun, so sometimes that happens. And we could sit underneath, but the music's too loud up there, so we're sitting out here. We're in the shade, but the phone was not. So I need my glasses to look at the comments here. So I looked at some of those Zipx flavors. They've got like peppermint watermelon. They got bourbon, cinnamon. There was one that was called mocha, I think. But if you go to the website right here, you'll be able to see what kind of flavors that they have. And then you can buy them in bundles. So I think you can buy 2 packs and it's a little bit cheaper than buying 1 pack. So there must be 30 in a pack because I think the bundle pack said there was 60. So there must be 30 toothpicks in the pack. So they're a little less than $1 a piece. So anyway, we're back on. The National Motorcycle was worth the drive. Yes, it was. It was excellent. It was a good good spot to go and stop. Jill was a wonderful host, and I wish her lots of luck because she's been doing this a long time. It's going to be in the sun again.
It's not in there.
And so it was awesome to meet her. Very nice lady. She said she would do it for about another 5 years after her husband passed, and he's been gone now for 6.5 years. So she said it's time. She's almost 70, and she said she'd like to enjoy life for a little bit and not have to worry about all the hustle bustle of.
If they watch the video, she owns property down in Daytona. She actually still owns Daytona J&P Cycle. She owns the property in the building there. So she has a home down there because I used to go down there when they had the dealerships and all that down there. So it's kind of neat that they, it was great that we got this opportunity to meet with them before it closed up.
Yeah. So it was well worth the trip. You want to sit the chairs over there on the side?
I don't know if you can. It might be in the building.
So anyway, we're trying to figure out where we can get out of the sun, where the is not in the sun. So Paul says it was a mess in November. Yes, the roads were all kind of jacked up, and I know they're really trying to get that 79 through, and that's their main goal, and to do that as quickly as possible. So I'm not okay with the way station. Are you a truck driver, James? So Jerry's Tomcat says blame it on Joe. Thanks, Joe. I don't know. We need the infrastructure taken care of. Some of these roads that we travel on, the 10 and the 40, are both really bad. And they're working on them all the time, and they're continuously working on them. Once they get one part straightened up, then the next part the part they already did a couple years ago is all over with. So any pictures? I'm not sure pictures of what. Oh no. Yeah. So yeah, we're back up. Scott, miss seeing you, listening and hearing the temperature was 102. Yep, that was crazy down there in Arizona today. It was 120, 122. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. That's a cool place. Oh, you know what? I don't even know if you guys can hear me because the thing isn't plugged in. There. Now, hopefully you can hear me.
Just with you.
So we're going to move over here, a place where it's a little cooler, hopefully, and the phones won't overheat. So that tells you how hot it is, because I don't think we've ever had that happen before. We've been places where the phone has overheated, but not necessarily while we were doing a live. So there we go. Oh. So yeah, and they also have an ice cream shop. So the Whiskey Tango Foxtrot is a place down here on Main Street, and it's a microbrewery. And I don't know if it's a microbrewery or not. They have all the 26, I think, 26 or 29 different taps on draft there. And you get a little card when you come in, and you can get as much as you want. You can just get an ounce to taste it, or you can get 6 or 8 ounces, whatever you like. And then you put your card in, and at the end you take your card up and then you pay your tab. So don't know how much it is an ounce. I know they told us once before, but I don't know how much it is right now. Antifa showed up. I haven't heard much about Antifa lately, and I don't think they're going to come anywhere around here.
I don't think they're even around anymore.
Yeah, I don't think they exist anymore. Not until the next catastrophe pops up and they need some illusion. Look over here, not over here. Bill Turner says, there you are. Yep, we were out there for a while. Paul said, thanks. One of those China balloons flew over. No, I think it was just the heat. The phone got overheated. Out up there.
Stunts.
Yeah. You can go over there and film it. You got the other camera out.
If it gets too loud, go inside.
Will Zipx be in Sturgis? I don't know. I'd have to call them and see. They wanted to know if Zipx is going to be in Sturgis. Go over there and watch it. Is Zipx going to be in Sturgis? No, I guess not. Bob says no. They just tried out Panama City. They were wanting to see how it would turn out.
Well, they're going to see how we sell them. If we end up selling a lot here in Sturgis, they'll come out. Yeah. We're doing Ocean City with them and Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue.
Yep. So.
Too loud. You have to say
all right. So let me know, one, if you can hear me, and 2, if you can hear those bikes over me. I'd like one of those. Headed up there on the first for the first time. Well, have a safe trip up here and reach out to us. I guess I can put up where is there. You can email us contact us at bobandtams.com, and we will switch phone numbers. Sorry, I'm probably like right up in your face. Switch phone numbers, and we'll try to meet up with you. We are having a meet and greet at the Buffalo Chip at the Crossroads on Saturday the 5th. I think it's 2 to 4. So we'll ask Bob when he comes back for sure. So I don't remember. Trying to figure out where there, if you were looking for the Zipx stuff, for the Zipx, that's the information right here. And you can contact them if you're interested in any of that. Let me see where I am. We can't hear you. Okay, that's good. Maybe Bob, I don't know. I can't see with my glasses. I can't see without my glasses. That's crazy. Bob may need a beer, help him calm him down. I know, he just gets stressed out really easy. But what's really funny is Charlie really feeds off of that. Yeah. No, he went over there to film the stunt show. It's actually the Hells Angels that's putting that on. They did it the other day, and they said it was going to be from 11:35. So we got there at 11:45. And it's not too hot. So they're doing it now. And they do it every day. They've been doing it every day. 5 days a week, Monday through Sunday, 11:30 to noon, and 5 to 5:30. There you go. If you heard her, that's when they're doing it. So we can hear you. Okay, that's good. Today's the last day? Oh, it was Wednesday through Sunday, and today's the last day. And they did it at 11:30 to noon, and then they're doing it from 5 to 5:30. So like I said, we were here a couple days ago. We got here at 11:45, and they said, nope, we're done. So I don't know if they do it for the full 30 minutes or not. Oh, I gotta sit up. Even though I walked over here. Exit 37 when the last. So we did film some of that. Bob wants to talk over it, I guess, and let you know a little bit of what he thinks. So at exit 37, you can get on and off both east and westbound ways. They do have ramps. Now the eastbound side, going eastbound, it's gravel. It's not paved. So they've got a little bit of it. I think they asphalted. We're hoping they're either going to asphalt some more or get it done before the rally really starts. So that's our hopes. And they've got a new bridge they built. The old bridge is half up and half tore down. So I don't know if they're going to completely tear that bridge down and another new bridge. I'm not sure what they're going to do that. But anyway, so David Eastwood's on. Dixon Flannel is not open yet. I think they're not opening until the 1st or the 4th. I don't remember what. And I know you had sent me that information, but we went by a couple times and there's not even anybody in there. So they haven't even brought any inventory out yet. So that's kind of scary. G. Rhythm's on. Charlie's doing much better. Thank you for all the prayers. Yesterday was a really good day. It was like old Charlie. He was all happy and peppy, when to go. And today he's kept everything down. So that's a good thing, but he's not been as peppy. He's just tired, wore out. He's getting old, and whatever's going on, I'm fighting for all the prayers, and God's hearing us, and He's keeping us right now. The longest He's gone in these last few months has been 3 days without throwing up. So if He makes it to day 4, we might be okay. I don't know. We just found out the guy that had his dad told us he had done like 6 months, and then he just stopped, and then he was fine. So they're doing wheelies and all kinds of stuff. Bob's coming back over here now. Sounds like a nightmare at the chip when I'm trying to get some shut-eye. It's not that bad, hopefully, especially not in our area. Julian J says,
It's warm out here.
I'm doing rides. Well, y'all doing any rides this year? Not any official rides or whatever.
Legends.
No, I think they meant like for us. Bob's going to cover the Legends ride, the Bells ride, and Westy Wallace ride. So he's going to be out there doing that. But rides for us, if you get out here early, we might be doing a ride. Neil's still going to be out here early. So we might do a ride somewhere. I don't know. But we'll let you all know if we're going to do that. And if you're out here, once the rally starts on the 4th, we're probably not going to be going out on any rides. Bob's going to cover, like I said, a couple of those rides. So Neil's talking. Scott, that mic is messing up your system. Voice is cutting in and out. Okay.
Saying that it's cutting out.
All right. Here, is that a little better? Maybe I'll put my hand up there. I don't know. So, all right. So, got all the comments covered. Whoops, let me put my arm up higher. There, is that a little bit better? Neil's standing on that side of the microphone. Hopefully that'll help. Cut out some of that extra noise where you can hear me better. these microphones are awful sensitive. They're trying to figure out what it needs to on the phone. It's getting hot. I don't know what Bob did with his phone. Oh, I guess here. Oh, it is hot. Hot, hot, hot. It's got the water on top of it. So if that helps cool down some. So it looks like a lot of you are heading out this way soon. So we want to make sure you all have safe travels. We're praying for all of you. When you get out here, you can go ahead and let me see what's up. That's for the Zipx. You can contact us and we'll switch phone numbers. We'll try to meet up with you. If you can't make it to the meet and greet on Saturday the 5th at the Buffalo Chip out at the Big Engine Bar between 2 and 4 on Saturday the 5th. So hopefully one of those ways we meet up with all of you guys. So I'm cutting it out, picking up the noise. So I don't even go in.
I don't know. They got a table over here. They got some stuff sitting over. And that would be ideal with those speakers. So you could go ask them there.
All right.
Let me go put.
Go show them the.
What? Hey.
Oh.
All right, we're moving around here, so stay tuned. Here, maybe over here. Let's see. I need the hotspot. Without the hotspot, I'll lose my connection. Thought maybe we just sit over here. If you can't get us in there, we could sit back in here. Could take my hotspot so I don't lose you guys. What happens is with the cutting out is the sound is so loud that the microphone can't recover from it and it shuts it off. So we'll stay in here a minute. Let me know if you can hear me all right. If everything's looking all right. And where'd my comments go? Comments. Turn them on. There we go. Still kind of loud. She's saying inside if we can move to a table that's away from the music. So they got music inside. Not a band, but a DJ. Not a DJ, but recorded music. Let's put it that way. So, what they say? Yeah, let's move over here. All right. They weren't very nice. They wouldn't let us move over there. So we'll come back here. All right, so we're sitting here. Let me know if you can, if it's breaking up at all. It lasts about 30 minutes. Yesterday. Okay, so you hear great. Sounds okay now. Okay, so Tam's moving over here. Oh, we got 105 people on. Holy Jennifer Jupiter. Plus, I can see the screen too now. And so we can all kind of come around here and sit now and have a little more room if they don't think we ran off with our bill. And but. Scott's ahead now. Thanks for checking in with us today, Scott. And so everybody says it sounds better back here. So.
All right.
So we got a lot of stuff. Hey, Bob. Okay, let me go back here and see if we got. We'll go past all that. Here, hey. Says, hey, Bob and Tam, just got smashed the like button. Are you going to be testing any more new bike models while you're in Sturgis? Possibly. I was going to do it yesterday, but we just didn't. The things didn't work out for us. They had that electric Zero bike over here and some Triumphs and BMWs. We do know the people that own the Indian Sturgis dealer now owns the BMW, and I think Triumph's down there too, aren't they?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
So they own that now. So yes, we're going to meet with her tomorrow, and we'll see if we can get some demo rides before the rally starts. But Triumph is going to be at the Buffalo Chip. So yes, I'll probably be able to take a couple Triumphs out while I'm there because I'm still technically on property. But
we're missing a phone.
it's in my pocket.
Okay.
And we had 111 people on. We're over here on Main Street. We're actually at Loud American. We're actually over here where they have the stage at. See the stage behind us? It's not really set up for setup, but they've been doing this now for a couple weeks. They've been having a stunt show over.
It was Wednesday through Sunday this weekend.
I seen it before. It was on Facebook. It showed it was other days it was going on.
Maybe they did it a few months, maybe once a month they do it.
Yeah, I don't know, but I seen it on their Facebook page because we're on the Sturgis Facebook page too to see what they're up to in the chamber and all that kind of good stuff because we're chamber members.
Got your email, David.
And so Joe's heading out. He says his timer's up. And Neil's chatting with a few people. Neil's on the property here with us today, checking things out. We had, if you go back and watch, we actually had Wyatt and his family came up. His mom and dad came up, and he's got a little sister, doesn't he? Little sister, little brother. I thought he's the only child. But it's another. I thought there was another Wyatt.
Nope, only one. The little girl that's usually there with him, I think is a friend.
There, Stephen, was you on long enough that you know we got about the toothpicks? That we got a 10% discount on those toothpicks that we showed you back in Panama City. And so it's just Patreon.
Okay,
just let me do it. It's going to be at the bottom. There. So if you want to get the toothpicks, the Zipx toothpicks with the nicotine, they got all different flavors too. Besides nicotine, they got B12 and all kinds of stuff. Go to this link. Actually, we got their
logo
right here. They're sponsoring the video today. They signed up with us, and that's kind of like one of our first sponsors. We have another one too, and actually we have three. The other guy really has never. I think he's just a good subscriber and just wanted to help us out with Myrtle Beach.
Yep.
So he signed us up there. And it's a little warm under the tent here. We don't get the breeze now.
Very hot, yes.
So if you're interested in that, check that out. Go back to comments. Comments. Okay, Stephen. Indian has Triumph here in Myrtle's Inlet and Royal Enfield. We're giving away a Royal Enfield to somebody that
was in the service.
veteran.
So Stephen, any veteran.
Beef tips. It's the last day, Daryl, for the all you can eat. I had that today.
But they'll have them throughout the rally. It's just not all you can eat.
Not all you can eat. So next Friday, they're coming out with the rally menus. So once they have the rally menus, so we have a Facebook person from California, and another person on there. Oop, pull it back down. There we go. Heading out on the 4th, heading this way. Stephen's going to get him some.
There you go, Stephen. Check them out. Tell us how you like them.
And there's Crap on the Cracker. Hey, guys, you are early. Yeah. Actually, we're late. Last 2 years, we've been here before the 4th of July.
Unless you've been on the live. Earlier for the live.
Yeah, earlier for the live. Yes. We came on an hour earlier because I thought with the all-you-could-eat beef tips that it would get packed down here on Sunday. So being it's so hot, it wasn't so bad outside. We're about 98 degrees today.
Now we feel low breeze.
Yeah. What's crazy here is wasn't until Friday was the first day that they had 90-degree weather all year. So that's kind of special. They're just talking among themselves. So we're in Sturgis. We're down here on Main Street. We're right across the street from One Eye Jack's, and we're in the
Loud America
bar. And we're actually on their area where they have the stage behind us. And so we were out front, but they're doing stunts, not much stunts. They're doing burnouts and they're doing wheelies. That's it. I did about 3 or 4 minutes of that, and that's enough of that. You can only show so much of that, and they're not doing anything special. But what's funny is they're parked in the HA parking lot.
I thought it was part of the HA that was doing it.
I don't know. They don't look like it.
That's what you told me. Oh.
No, I told you they were parked in the parking lot.
I thought when we came down here the other day, they said it was going to be 30 minutes, and they don't get 15 minutes the other day we came down. They said it was supposed to be 11:30 to 12.
So when is Kickstands doing the rally menu? I don't know. If they change their menu to rally food. We were there last night. I'm hoping that's only one time that did happen. But I mean, we had to wait an hour for our food and there was hardly nobody there. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if somebody didn't come in sick or whatever. They told her when she ordered, it was probably going to be about an hour. We actually met Bowling Alley Bob. You're in the house. He's
And
actually,
Sue,
he's
Bob
actually on the
Sue.
way to Yellowstone, so he's
Yep.
probably not going to hear us. One of our subscribers that we've known for a long time. He got us hooked up there with over in Maine.
Yeah, with Bentley,
Yep.
Warren.
Yep, and that's where Mexi
Warren.
Philly was at. So we got great connections with that place, which we were talking to them. They said, hey, why don't you guys come out there and we'll all go out there and he'll fix us up with getting some spots there and stay next year in Laconia there. Never know, baby. 'Cause I would like to stay there. I think that'd be a fun time.
Yeah, it looks like a fun bar.
So guys, I was late, but where are all the beef tips? In my belly.
Get in my tummy. Is that what
And
he
Neil
said?
ate the rest of them. He finished them off for me. And were they pretty good, Neil? Neil gives a thumbs up. Yep. Neil says excellent they were.
So
A lot better this year. Last year we came in here and they kind of sucked. I just think they had a bad cook. This time they were cooked like they were supposed to, and they were pretty good. But we had an early lunch, but it was still almost noon. So here it was at 3:30. We were
Yeah.
already eating again. So I wasn't super hungry, but I wanted to get them. I didn't want a
There you
hamburger. Tomcat,
believe it or
Heinz
not.
57 or A1 with your tips? Nothing.
Yep, they're that good.
Yep. Baggers and coffee. Oh, if you're a YouTuber and you're interested and you're going to be out here on August 5th,
I'm gonna do the meet and greet.
yep, there's a meet and greet that's going on with the Buffalo Chip up at the Crossroads
Crossroads.
area where
Big
I,
Engine Bar.
yep. And from 2 to 4, we got all these great YouTubers. My phone cooled down. I can pull it up and see. I can tell you everybody that's there since I'm not on my phone. We got this phone going instead. Close all that out. What do I want? I want my email. That's what I want. Oops. Email.
Les is on.
Yeah, I gotta
All right,
find
let me
it.
see.
Too much other junk.
Daryl Les is on. How about that? He says, Neil, thanks. All of those that you said when you were like, who's Neil? Neil is the guy that's Neil DeWitt. He's the one that's from Alaska. And we call him our snowman because he gets down here in this heat and he almost melts. So if you didn't
Okay.
get to see him.
So here's the YouTubers that they have right now set up. This is August 5th up at the Big Engine Bar, which is free for everybody to come in. You don't need a pass. You don't need a wristband. You don't need squat. So it's going to be 2 to 4 on that Saturday. So starting off of, I guess, probably the biggest YouTuber that's on the list so far. No, actually, he's not the biggest YouTuber. I've got Pro's the biggest YouTuber.
Yep.
He's got almost 1 million. He might be there now. Is Adam Sandoval is going to be there. A lot of you know him.
Him.
Her 2 wheels. I was looking at her next. That's what I was saying. She's there. She's got about 176,000.
Not
And
much.
she was actually there yesterday at the adventure thing because all you guys, if you watched the video and you've seen the 1200 Sportster that had the knobby
Knobby,
tires on
that
it, that was supposed to be her husband's bike, and I didn't know that. By the time we never did run into him, we looked around but didn't see her. Now some of these are also Instagrammers too, so you may not know all of them. Like one of them, this guy's called Ride to Food. I don't know who they are. So we're going to be there, Bob and Tams. TJ and Stephanie, which is the ornery ones, they're going to be there. The Badgers are going to be there. Brady till death. Not sure who he is. Joe Mikey or Miliki, I don't know, Mielke.
Maliki. Yeah. I
And
guess.
then Pat, that's Lead Sleds Customs.
Savannah Rose.
Savannah Rose, which is the Mouse and the Moto. Life on the Blacktop. Highway Vixen. No Life Till Leather. El Buffalo Rides. Prime Cup Pro. The Bam Bam Show. Rusty Stewart. Wind Road Therapy. And Jason Leiter of the Gambler 500. That's the YouTubers that they have down right now. There's going to be more. If you're interested in going, send us an email.
If you're a YouTuber.
Yes, you got to be a YouTuber. If you're going, it's free.
You can still go if you just want to meet everybody. But if you're a YouTuber and you want to,
So what we'll do is we give you the what do they call it? Marketing guy.
yeah.
The marketing contact that we have, Cody. We give you his personal phone number, and you can call him next week because he don't answer on the weekends, and he'll put you on the list. And it's something new that they're doing this year that they want it because it is. We're influencers, and when we do stuff, it brings people in. So
They
I
quit.
think
You
it'd be
wanna go
really
back out
fun.
there?
But
I said they quit. You want to go back out there? There's a breeze.
I don't know. It's up to you. You can go out there and see. Take your water with you.
Yeah, it's really warm back here.
And so they think the stunt riders quit right now. So we might move back out there. So a bunch of people are going to be there. So if you're a YouTuber and you would like to go, here's our email. You send us your email and say, hey, I'm a YouTuber. Some of you we know, like Harley One Forever. I don't know if you want to go there. If Dave's Crazy Trailers, I don't know if he's coming out. If he wants to come out there, if anybody can get a hold of Scotty, let him know. He'd be more than welcome to come out there too. But I mean, it would really be neat. What I like about it is too is a lot of these we know. We know a lot of the YouTubers that are going to be there, and it's great to meet up with you guys too, without us having to try to track you down or you track us down. And so it's kind of neat. So that's gonna be the first meetup that we have. We'll have another one by ourselves later on in the week. Now, if you're going to be here early, you can let us know, and we can hook up with you before the event. Right now we haven't really started our schedule. We know what we're doing Monday, and we do have a couple dinners next week with a few of our subscribers. So we're going to meet with them and have dinner next week. And if you want to do something like that, if you want to go out to eat or something, you can let us know what day you're available, and maybe we can do that.
A little bit of a breeze.
Sun's hot. I got that bright sun. I'm blinded. I'm blinded by the light. Isn't that a song? So we should have told them to turn the music down. We could have sat underneath the thing. All right. Whoops. Camera's crooked. There we go. We're a little bit in the sun, ain't the end of the world, but don't want to get the camera hot. All right. So let me go back to comments. No, Baggers and Coffee. It's not on the 4th. It's on the 5th. 4th is the grand. Well, the 4th is actually what the Badgers are doing. They're doing, what do they call that thing? The Badgers meet. What's the Badgers thing called on the 4th?
I have no idea.
Where's the little book? It's in there. That's their support group. That's what the 4th is. Let me look it up and I'll tell you exactly what the name of they call that fine thing. We're also having the wedding and all that going on that day too.
The parade
Yeah.
to get in, the crashing.
So
of
it's
the deer.
Support Bikers Moto Meetup. That's at 4 p.m. on Friday. So that's that. That's only going to be, well, some of the Badgers friends are going to be there. You know, like Wind Therapy, she'll be there. Some of the other ones that have been riding with them, they'll be there.
Thought they were done. Yes, that was intermission.
Must have been changing bikes. I don't know.
So how long we been on?
I don't know. Time is 5:30, so we've been about an hour and a half. Now you're gonna mess it all up. Quit touching things. We got 105 on. Let's see if
Guess
we.
we're gonna move again.
Go ahead and put some of the stuff back in the truck, and we won't have to keep moving all this junk around. That bag, we're gonna put it in the truck and all this stuff here. So stay tuned for a second here, and we'll get everything turned around. Maybe I'll flip the camera around, and you can see these crazy guys doing burnouts. That's about all they're doing. It's a bunch of wheelies. They're doing burnouts. Other than that, that's about all they're doing. We're gonna try to see if we can get someplace where the sound's not so bad. So, see what happens here. I don't know. It's still kind of loud. If I lose connection. We were outside and it's too hot. We wanted to come in here. Can we just pick a table someplace? Just finish. We're just drinking our sodas. Okay. Okay. All right. That's fine. So we're gonna get a booth inside and finish this up. And No, we had tri-tips and all that good stuff already. We are a YouTube channel, so we always do our lives up here, and the motorcycles are a little too loud, and it's rattling our heads, and then the microphone breaks up, and cool. Slide in.
All right, let's try this.
All right, you have to keep talking so the
So
music
the
don't
music
pick up.
don't-
Okay, so if anybody has any trouble seeing us, let us know because we had to come inside. I'm hoping the Wi-Fi will work inside here. Let me move this back a little bit where I don't just see talking heads. All right. So,
It
look,
is
Neil's
fun.
probably like, "Woo, we finally came inside."
He's like, thank you. Neil was praying for that the whole time. So we did baggers and coffee. Yeah. I know. I wanted to bring Charlie, but he said, no, it's going to be too hot. And I'm glad we did.
Yeah, it would have been too much, and then motorcycles probably would have scared him as loud as they are. You don't mind bikes riding by, but not like all the burnouts and stuff.
Uh, American afternoon to all. Oh, I guess Neil's talking to him.
Terry Crawford can't find the veterans thing on the CHIP's webpage.
No,
It's not on the CHIP's webpage. It's actually in a
That's
book.
why
It's
we
called
told you.
It's called the Gazette, and you get that at the CHIP. But there's limited quantities of those. So what we're going to do is you keep watching the channel. We've got to find some information out because there's not saying where the drawing is. Even if you go on there, they got a little barcode you can do. Is that what they call those
Yeah.
barcodes? And it's not even on there. So this happens all the time because somebody does something and they don't realize that person did it. And I told Roddy, he really needs to hire somebody to be his middleman to make sure all this crap gets taken care of. And he likes us doing YouTube instead of me going and helping him.
But we tell him all kinds of stuff we find out going on.
Well, he just did. We just told him the other day when we were talking to him last week. We were saying, you know, the cleanest bathrooms anywhere are the Kathmandu's. We've never seen any place any cleaner. He's got these guys now cleaning the bathroom every hour on the hour. And when I said something to him yesterday, they said, "Oh yeah, we have. You know, Rod told us to make sure we do this." Oh, I'm assuming because we commented that they do it over there so often that they are these bathrooms. You know, we're gonna film some of the bathrooms and show you. You know, they could use some paint. They could use be remodeled, but they're clean. You know, and that's really all that matters. It'd be nice if they were air conditioned, but you can pay for the air conditioned ones. We don't. You know, if you wait in the evening here, been getting in this, well, actually was getting into the high 50s. Last night was in the 60s. So it's really nice here in the evening.
Yeah, we turn the air off at
Heck,
night.
Neil even got in a hot tub last night. Can you believe that?
I didn't know.
After cooking,
Yeah, they're cooking.
I want you guys to know that I've lost almost 20 pounds out here already. So if you want to lose some weight, come on down.
So yeah,
So that's Neil from our channel, the Neil from Alaska that we always talk about and talk to. He's actually right here in
so he was with
person.
Milwaukee with us too. If you got any questions about Milwaukee, you can ask along with that. If there's anything you want to know about Sturgis, you know, let us know. Like somebody was asking when kickstands raise their prices. You can call kickstand and see what they say. Get that answered. Most of the time, if they're going to raise prices, it's typically going to come up next Friday because next Saturday is the 29th, and that's when Black Hills Harley does their pre-party. And the vendors, most of the vendors are all there. I always say anybody that's on their lot that doesn't show up the week before is stupid. I don't think there's a permit to buy. Here you do. Permit here is 12 days. So if you want to come the week before, you got to pay for a whole nother 12 days, and the city's not very cheap for the permit.
Yep. So if you guys want to get a hold of us, this is our email. You can just email us. We'll email you back our contact information, and then we can swap numbers, and hopefully we can meet up with you. If you don't come to the content
Creators.
meet and greet, that's going to be a bunch of different people.
Yeah, but is that the rally menu? Oh, the American Legion. We haven't been out there yet. We have to stop by there and we'll kind of show them. So we're doing restaurants and checking it out. We went over to the most of the time we check and see just kind of what the prices are for beers, what they're going to charge during the rally. Bad news is Uncle Louis is not selling alcohol anymore.
They dropped their liquor license
yeah.
because they just weren't selling enough.
Yeah, but if you go out to the Spearfish one, their liquor's license still going. There'll be a lot more drinkers out there and in Sturgis. So they're still going. But the Vets Club, they're up to $4 now for a beer. Our sponsor.
Right here.
Yeah, and you can check in there. If you put our code in under this coupon, they'll give you 10% off. I think they're a great thing. She tried some of
The caffeine and B12 ones, they were pretty good. I got the cinnamon ones.
it lasted most of the day.
It did. It was really good. So anyway, that's just more of our information. And we want to thank them for sponsoring us today. And you guys got any more questions? Because we've been on hour and a half. So 50th from Texas, and I always look forward to the weather, except for last year South Dakota was considered North Texas. It was hot last year. It was 105, and we've had 105 days before.
Only for like one day.
Yeah, not all.
Sturgis, yeah. Last year was pretty. I'm gonna have to. I don't have anything else. I haven't done any heat stroke. Walking out watching those bikes, it was hot. When we were sitting over here, I was pretty cool sitting under there as long as I was in the shade. The phone overheated, so I came in here and it was back of the phone was getting hit by the sun. I wasn't thinking about it. Should have, but I didn't. And here we just got to talk so we don't get the music pick up to where we get copyrighted. We don't get any credit for watching the video and stuff. Because got a good crowd, and Sturgis is starting to kick. You know, it's not crazy yet. It's not going to get crazy too. Right now, the Buffalo Chip, they've got some finer things done, but the stage isn't done. The tents aren't up yet. None of that stuff. All that's supposed to happen in the next 4 days. So I just got some drone shots a while ago of what it looks like before. And then, so what we're going to do is do a flash. You'll see before, after. And so what we're doing too is we're meeting with a lot of the workers there, and we're showing you what it takes to put a campground together. You know, a lot of you show up thinking, hey, it stays up all year. Let's just put some covers over all those. No, all that stuff's got to be put together, brought back out. They're removing the flag. It's being moved. We're going to be showing that next Wednesday. That's supposed to be going up, but I won't show you any of that till flag ceremony is the 28th, Friday, Thursday. Yes. Friday. The 28th is the flag ceremony here. If you happen to be here out of the Buffalo Chip, we got a general that's going to be out there for doing it. We got to call the mayor. We might be able to get the mayor to come out there. We feel it's really a neat thing. We've been doing it the last couple of years, and it doesn't cost you anything. You can actually take one of the flags if you had somebody you want to, you know, for a memory of someone, you can put a flag in for them. It's just a really neat thing, and it's just great. The Buffalo Chip does that. And the news comes out and all that kind of stuff. But it's just very patriotic. And then we have, is it Thursday is the Veterans Day?
Yeah.
At the ship is Thursday. So that'll be kind of neat. They'll have a bunch of neat stuff going on during that. And we'll give you all this great information as it gets closer to Sturgis.
Is there Iron Horse Inn out in Whitewood? They wanted to know if we could ride out to Whitewood and film the Iron Horse Inn and bar. Whitewood.
I know where Whitewood's at. I just didn't know there was much out in Whitewood. But we'll write it down. She'll write it down, and we might get out that way. Do you know somebody there? Or are you just wondering what is out there?
Have you been there before?
If you know somebody, that's the best way. If we have a contact, we can call ahead of time, get it all set up to where we won't walk in the door. It's not like, what are you people doing here? Why are you here? What are you doing? And we prefer context nowadays. Works a lot better.
Yeah, it does.
A lot of campgrounds do that. Where Neil's staying at, they're like, why don't they come out and talk? I've been out there 3 times. I've been out there 4 times trying to talk to them. And we got blown off all 4 times. It's like we leave a number.
Somebody from the Chamber of Commerce, she told us, she knows the guy really well. She said, go out there, talk to Bill. I think his name's Bill. She said, go out there, talk to him. Oh my gosh, he's the greatest guy. Bill, it's a great campground. So we went out there.
Bill wasn't there, but his staff chased it. Don't even film. We'll just say we
without his permission.
Don't film nothing. That's fine. I don't care. You know, when we're doing stuff for free, it's just courtesy to give you guys, what we try to do is give you that information. If you're staying there, never been there, you want to kind of know where it's at, how to get to it. That's what we do, is we specialize in giving you guys the heads up on what you might want to do. So you can watch our videos. You can go back and watch other playlists, because we won't be able to cover everything that we've done the last 3 years. But we're actually from outside. It got too hot. So we already ate. So she's got a ticket for us. But I had a soda, a Coke. Yes. Thank you. So
the phones, no. I will set up for a tour at the Iron. Okay, thank you, Audie. And you can tell them to contact us. There we go. Give them that email and tell them to email us, and we'll call them and
try to say something up. We're very short on time. We've got,
this week, and that's it.
Well, it's not the 29th next weekend, is it?
Yes.
Oh crap. We only got a week to go. We got to hustle this week. A lot of things to cover.
Yep. That's what
I was thinking it was already the 29th.
Next weekend's the 29th.
Next week is we still have 2 weeks before we have to be at the ship.
Right.
So we still got a little time to show you guys. But you can also go back and look at all of our playlists. we have all the rides and everything else. This year, I've got some that we've already gone on that show you where to stop on the rides.
Charlie's doing very well. Thank you so very much for all your prayers. Yesterday was a great day. He was back to old Charlie. He was all happy and peppy. Today he kept his food down, which is good, but he wasn't quite as peppy as normal self. So we're hoping that
Tomorrow will be the test.
Yeah. 3 days has been about the longest he's gone without getting rid
Letting it
of
all
his
come
food.
out.
Yes. So 69. Yeah, I know. We're all getting up there, aren't we? Hey, Tom, how are you doing? Hopefully, yes. We'll hopefully see you soon. Flies bad yet? Yes, they're bad. That's one thing we're going to do a thing on. Don't forget to bring your fly swatter, your bug spray, and
Yeah, so
your
there'll be a
sunscreen.
video that we're going to do. We got to talk to Rod tomorrow, Buffalo Chip owner, Woody, and they got a studio that you can shoot in. So we didn't even know they had that. So thank you. Oh, supposed to be.
Very weak.
So they're supposed to have a really, really cool studio, which has the logo and stuff. Actually, they don't have a YouTube channel right now, the Buffalo Chip. The guy that was running YouTube left. So we're kind of filling in during this event. So they're setting up. We've asked, we don't know if it's all going to happen. I think we're going to get to talk to Leonard Skinner. We should be able, I'm hoping George Thorogood. We've got it in for REO Speedwagon, Styx, and Def Leppard. So we're waiting to hear back from them if they approve it or not. They're promoters. And if we do, we'll be in that studio. I don't know what they call it. What do they call
Studio
it?
14.
Yeah. I don't know why 14, but
we did find out why Finsky Park is called Finsky Park. Mike wanted to know this. I guess the guy that originally owned the Indian dealer before Polaris bought them all out, did all that, his name was Cliff Finsky. And he used to come to the Chip, and he talked to Rod one time and sat down and said, hey, why don't you have a VIP area where you can charge us rich folks a whole bunch of money to come to your park? And he says, I'll do that, and I'm going to name it after you. So that's why it's named Finsky Park.
Always a story behind everything Rod does.
Yeah.
And we want to show you a lot of that stuff, and just depending on what happens next
Terry.
year,
you.
I really think there's enough content in Sturgis to do videos all year long just on Sturgis. Now we're not doing that right now. Next year we're already set up to do Daytona, Leesburg, Panama City, and Myrtle Beach. I don't know what we'll do after that. And then this year still we are going to do Ocean City. We're going to be over there for that. And no motorcycle. We're just going to be more or less hanging around the convention center where all the vendors are at and the boardwalk. That's about it. Say something?
No, I was going to point to the.
You're doing the Three Stooges to me.
Okay, the eyes are supposed to go like this.
And so then after that, we're doing bikes, blues, and barbecue. If I had a choice to do 2 rallies a year, that would be my second rally, would be bikes, blues, and barbecue. That is almost like a mini Sturgis. It's got great riding, great people. They don't have all the big vendor trucks like you have here and in Daytona, but you have a lot of the great vendors that we know, all of our good vendors that we recommend all the time. They're all going to be there. Rick Rack, I don't think comes. J&P Cycles isn't there, but
Cyril there? I think Cyril was there in the back. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to ask them. I don't know. I don't remember if Cyril was there or
It's been a
not.
couple
We didn't go
years.
last year. We went the year before. So they're sponsoring us this year to go back. So Big Trail Harley and the Cat House is sponsoring us to come there, and we'll be there the Monday before it starts. We're meeting with the police chief, we're meeting with the city. We got all these interviews, which is great. We cannot thank him enough for setting all this stuff up for us. So when we walk in the door, we just go bang, 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 and we ride the motorcycle around. They're giving us a Big Trail's going to set us up with a bike, a touring bike that we can put our stuff in and film. We'll do some great rides out there. But if you want to come out and have some fun, we don't have anything definite that we have to cover. So it's going to be some riding. It's going to be the Cat House going on out there. We'll be at the Cat House every night. The Pig Trail will be over there and doing some stuff with them. Some stuff with Rogers. We want to meet with them. Actually, Rogers is actually sending their police department that works the rally down here to work with the chief. We're going to talk to him tomorrow about that. We're meeting with Chief.
10:30.
What's his name?
Jody Vanderwater.
Vanderwater, that's it. And so we're going to meet with him tomorrow. So that'll be neat. And that video will come up sometime in the next few days. And I want to get a head start. Somebody else, another YouTuber snuck in there and started doing what we do with the police chief last year, and he beat us there. But Chief said he hadn't been there yet. So we'll get our video before he goes.
So Crap on the Cracker said, how proud of the rides and the roads before rally, during the rally, or after the rally? What do you think?
Okay. The
During
way
the rally, it's definitely crowded.
the biggest problem you have to worry about if you come before the rally and after the rally is cars. This is a very big tourist area with Mount Rushmore, with Crazy Horse, with Custer State Park. A lot of people came. Actually, in 2020, more people traveled here than going to anywhere else in the United States. And so they had a record-breaking year here in 2020. But right today, we had a pretty good time. Really, the only problem we had trouble today was other motorcycles that were in our way, going too damn slow.
And there wasn't that many of them.
Five too many. No, that's what those little pullouts are on the side of the road. Is if you got somebody behind you, it doesn't matter if it's another bike, if you're driving a car, whatever it is. If somebody's behind you and you see those little pullouts, that's what that's for. It's not for U-turns. It's for you to pull over to let other cars go around you. It's common courtesy. It's all over the world. They have that. A lot in Missouri and the Midwest, things like that. They have it a lot because of the hills and stuff like that. You don't see it much on straightaways, but on hills and
Usually
stuff.
for the farmers to pull the tractors
No,
that
it's
are
not. None
slow-moving
of them they're climbing
vehicles.
up a hill or not.
Well,
They're truckers.
I'm just saying.
But as far as slow moving vehicles, you know, if grandma's out there and she's 90 years old and she can't see over the steering wheel, she has to pull over. But I mean, same thing. Give common courtesy to the bikes behind you. You know, I always harp on this because people say, you know, I'm not experienced, but I want to ride it. That's great. There's no problem with you riding, but be courteous to everybody else out there. I don't need to be courteous and follow you and turn 30 miles an hour and you're doing 15. You know, we could do like we do in a lot, like not Tail the Dragon, but what's that one called down in Tennessee?
Yeah, correct.
Oh, it's Tail the Dragon. I thought that was the one. What's Pig Trail, the other one? Tail the Dragon, or like up in
Mulholland Drive.
Mulholland, where we're from, when we lived in California, you pass in the same lane. And, you know, people could start doing that out here too. So the idea is be careful. The idea is if you want to do rides and you're not experienced, or you don't want to deal with the traffic, get your butts up early and be out at the main, like if you're going to do Needles Highway or Iron Mountain, be there at 9 a.m. Hit the trail. That
Not
way,
get up and leave at 9.
Yeah,
Be there
because
on
most
the ride.
people drink all night long. They're going to get up about 10. They're going to get down there 11 or 12. And that's when tunnels all back up and it's just a mess. When we go down there, we typically would ride the week before and not have any real issues with traffic. We almost got hit by a guy. Last year I did. Was it last year that Japanese guy almost ran us over?
Ago.
And because there's no lines on the road out there. So you got to watch, you know, same thing. Guy was coming around the turn, wasn't even looking. I'm yelling and screaming
He
and
was in a car.
giving him the high sign. And he goes,
Well, he's looking at all the scenery.
and that's the other thing I want to tell
Not paying
people
any
too.
attention to
If
where he's
you're
riding.
going to ride Needles Highway, Iron Mountain, you can't be looking at the scenery. You're going to kill yourself or you're going to kill us. So you have to, if you're the driver, the rider of that bike, you have to concentrate on the road. You can't be looking around. That's what those turnouts are great for. You want to stop and look around? Pull over. Stop for a few seconds, look around, take some pictures.
Move on. So, Stephen wanted to know about the Laughlin River Run. Is it ever coming back, or is it doing what's it doing?
Dead. Laughlin River Run is never going to come back. Laughlin doesn't want it. Motorcycle people do not spend money on gambling. Las Vegas is never going to happen again. Reno is almost gone. Reno has canceled downtown. There is no more anything going on downtown other than a little bit that goes on in the Reno Harley Davidson. What happens is the West Coast don't give a rat's ass about any of us. Sad news, but that's the truth. Now, a guy that we know, Larry, he's been having a little event on the Bullhead City side.
At the same time
Yes.
of year.
He's been trying to
End of
get
April.
bigger bands and stuff, and it's not been going really well. He needs to go back to what started the Laughlin River Run, which was a bunch of guys just coming out and having a good time, riding and fellowshipping and just having a good time. That's what you need to do. Have some, you know, local bands play for free and leave it at that. And will it ever go up? I don't know. He had a tough time these last 2 years. I think he's lost money. I don't know if he'll do it next year or not. I don't know. But he does. He was always in charge of the tattoo convention. My idea is, if Larry, if you're watching, you got to change that. Get rid of the tattoo convention and a bike event on the same weekend. It's just too much for you. People complain that they had to pay $20 to get into the Anderson Center to look at vendors when you had the tattoos going on. I don't want to pay $20 to look at the tattoos. I'm not interested. I wanted to see the vendors. I'm not paying $20 to go pay money at a vendors. And that's what's wrong with the West Coast. They're big about charging you to see vendors. Vegas was like that. Arizona Bike Week gets like that. They're down to $12, but how are you charging me at all?
Yeah, because they're charging the vendors to get in. So why are they charging the patrons or the attendees to come in to see what the vendors have when the vendors are already paying?
And it's really sad because there's probably more motorcycles on the west side of the United United States than anywhere else. You probably say, oh, no, that's not true. Difference is because most of the time on the west side of the United States, you can ride year round. So there's people that's all they have is a motorcycle, and they drive it to work every day. And they drive it every single day. Now, Florida does that too. But you can't do that up in New York, or you can't do it in Vermont. You can't ride your bike year round on the East Coast. But on the West Coast, you can.
Texting and driving is a problem everywhere. Blackie Rock Road.
Yep. So there's a lot of distractions.
Dreadful.
That's like I always say, you need to pay attention to what you're doing. You know, make sure that you know this guy's trying to kill you. That coming around the. Somebody had a good idea the other day, which I'm bad about this. I ride the yellow line in the center of the road. That's when I make my turns. Somebody that lives out here says you shouldn't do that. You should ride the white line, which they call it the fog line or something. I never heard it called that, but I think it's more of an East Coast thing. They call it the fog line, but when we lived in Illinois, Missouri, nobody ever we call it the white line. And
Outside line.
yeah, and so you should ride that.
I think there's more flights in here than there was
but
outside.
I don't normally like that because the outside of the road is usually the roughest part of the road, and then if you hit a little bit of gravel, you're off the road. Where if you're in the center and you hit a little gravel, but the bad news is if somebody's coming around the turn, which in California this happened a lot when we rode up in Big Bear, somebody be in our lane, half their cars in our lane.
We've seen a few bad accidents up in Big Bear.
And talking about exit 37, where the kickstand is at, a young man last weekend got killed getting onto the highway there. Another car hit him. He was in a car, and young man, I think he might be high school age, and he died. So it was 2 weekends ago. Not this last Saturday, the Saturday before we got here. There was a bad accident there, and he got killed. Because what's happening is when you come out on the highway there, it's 65, one lane, and you got to get in, and the road's rough, it's gravel. There's no way you could do 65 miles an hour on that ramp.
I bet you it's not even 10 feet before you get off the ramp on the freeway.
Yeah.
It's not
No
much
shoulder.
room at all.
Now, it's supposed to all be fixed. We're going to do a video. I don't know if we'll get by there tonight. We filmed a lot of it yesterday. We've gone up both sides. If you're coming from the east, the ramp is excellent. They've already got it's fixed on both ends, so you don't have to worry about it. But you're still in one lane traffic right now. Everybody's running in the same lane. You got to at you, and you're going against it. And they got the plastic cones in the center, stuck to the road, and that's and there's gravel. So when you go eastbound, if you're going westbound, there's no gravel there until you hit the top of the hill. Now on the other way, coming from the west going east. That road's all done, but when you get to the very top of the hill, what the problem is the road's not been widened yet. So you end up with a stretch of gravel. You hit a stop sign because the old highway's right there. And so you got to go to that stop sign, then there's more gravel, and you got to turn left, and there's a new bridge. That turns into concrete, but then you jump right back into gravel, it's always been gravel going into the kickstands anyway. If you've never been to kickstands, two ways. You've been to kickstands, you know they're places to gravel anyway. And that road's always been like that.
Yeah.
After the bridge. Should be all right. But I'm just very worried about people coming off the highway. If you're coming from the west, heading east, and you go up that ramp, and even at night, and when I talk to Wyatt's dad, Devin, he said they're not going to do anything with that. I thought maybe they put some asphalt down just to get us through it. No. So it's some big rocks. So it's a little shady there. Now going back, if you wanted to go to Rapid City, that is a mess. It's better than when we got here. When we first got here, you got down the ramp and it went boom. And it was like we were going to a ditch. Well, they were filling it all in. And then last night we drove down it. And we're like, okay, it's not too bad. But when you get out on the highway, you've got about 10 feet and you got to get in the 65 mile an hour speed limit. Which of course, when the rally comes, they're going to drop the speed limit down anyway. The talk is, it was supposed to be done July 25th, which it's not going to be. They're very close. There is a good chance it will be done before the rally. But if you're coming eastbound out of Sioux Falls, you're going to be on 2-lane road because the road's completely gone if you're coming on your left side, which would be the eastbound side, that lanes are completely tore up. It's gone. They're ready to lay the concrete.
It's been pretty dry here.
Yeah.
Rain.
This is South Dakota. Rain here it could rain in Spearfish and they could get 3 inches of rain and not get a drop here in Sturgis. So Rapid City, the last couple of days, have gotten a little bit of rain, less than a half inch. But here we haven't got, they said here that it hasn't rained in 30 days. Grass is starting to get a little hard. I would really like a little bit of rain before you guys all show up. Keep the grass.
Sandra, how you doing? Morning. Bob and Tam, it's morning over there. Sorry I missed the premiere the other day. We were having some issues there too. Didn't get up and on for the premiere. And I think Rowan's not on.
Yeah.
Rowan and Hendra was the only two I saw on there that made comments. And I tried to write you back and say thanks for watching. Kat says it's hot here in Tennessee. I think it's that time
I
of
think
year.
it's just about hot everywhere. This was the last place that was pretty cool. It did not get into the hit 90 degrees till last Friday, just 3 days ago, 2 days ago. It's the first day of the whole year it's been 90 degrees. Back in Arizona, where I think it's 121 today. A little toasty. When it gets up to about 115, we're pretty good. 117 is starting to get a little hot, but when it's 120, it's way too hot.
Yeah.
Charlie burns his feet when he goes outside. Got to put his booties on.
Yep, he's got special shoes.
You don't like them, but he wears them.
No, I think he appreciates it once he gets out there and feels it. So I was going to put our sponsor up one more time because we've been on almost 2 hours.
Yep. So we're going to wrap it up here in a few minutes.
So here's our sponsor that's sponsoring this.
If you've ever thought, well, this is a great idea. We've seen this in Panama City this year. I'm always looking for unique people. You know that when we're going through the rally, we're always looking for something unique. And these guys had nicotine toothpicks. And I'm like, to me, I don't smoke, but my dad smoked a lot. Her dad smoked. Her, my dad and mom smoked. And I thought, that's kind of an idea. If I was somebody that smoked, there's a lot of people like her dad. He used to eat candy all the time. He had to have something going in and out of his mouth and all that kind of stuff and something in his mouth. And he would have probably used, he probably would have used a toothpick because he had a toothpick anyway in his mouth all the time after he quit smoking. And so he had something like a cigarette. Well, these guys that sell it,
Zipx toothpick.
And that's what they thought. That's where they came into the motorcycle in Panama because they thought, it's a product they've had for quite a while. And they thought, it'd be good for people with motorcycle. If you're a smoker, my dad used to smoke driving down the highway, which he was insane. Now, Art, my buddy Art, he always stops to have a cigarette. He will not smoke while he's riding his cigarette, riding his bike, riding his cigarette. And so I think Art might even might be interested in him too. He's not on the night unless he's ghosting us, which could be. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing on Sunday.
Well, here in Daytona after the rain, 79. But it's still hot and humid. They said they got a bad rainstorm down there. Yep, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. It's right here below me. That little thumb. Click on it. Brad said over 100 here all week. Hate it. Yes. Not fun. Dawn's on. How about that? Pating Nation, San Francisco Bay. Shark Week. This the new episodes of Shark Week? Oh, she must have clicked it twice. Hey, Frank, are you familiar with the Lakeview Estates in South Daytona? Daytona Dave's on, too. I think I saw him up there.
He would know about it.
Yep.
Oh, we forgot to say, one of our good friends here had an operation last week, and we're not going to give you any personal information about him. And what's his channel name?
Highway Hillian.
He's one of our great subscribers. We always meet him here, and we got to meet his fiance yesterday. She works at Uncle Louis, and we took a picture because she goes, oh, he would love to see you guys. And I said, is he going to be, I didn't know he just had it last week. And he had massive surgery, and he's a big part of the rally. He works with a group, and he's just a great friend that we have, and we really appreciate him. We want to send prayers out to him, and we want to make sure that we mention him tonight. Because he's a great friend, and I'm going to miss that we didn't get a chance to meet up with him this week. He's at home, and it's just an area we can't really get to at this time to see him.
Maybe at the end of rally, maybe he'll be feeling up to getting out. Maybe we'll
meet him somewhere.
Get a bite to eat with him or something.
That's a
Yep, there's her. R29, 27.99. Hey, Bob and Tam, how you doing? You're getting close to heading out this way too. Lakeview Estates, don't know. It's good. I've been there. It's in South Daytona Ghetto. Is it? I don't know.
Daytona Dave?
No, Frank Bikini. Is that how you say it? Frank's Bikini. Spinski. Spinsky.
Sounds like a New Yorker.
He's down there in Florida. He's down there in Florida now.
He used to be.
Yep, he could have moved.
So it's really neat. We love coming to the rallies. We've already seen a lot of people that are subscribers already, which is great. I just stopped me when I was coming on the street. He goes, hey, there's Bob. We're about to go live.
Oh, okay.
But he's with somebody had to go.
They said it was 50 and under trailer park community. That's where it is. Yep, leaving Thursday. All right, you guys have safe travels out here. And I hope your motorcycle's doing good. The Spinster Meister.
So if you guys have just come on, we're starting the Friday the 4th. We will be on the Buffalo Chips property for the whole event. We'll be covering a Legends ride. Rusty Wallace, the Bells ride. They did cancel the,
Western Frontier Ride.
yeah, not enough interest for it. Well, I said if they do it again, they need to really tell people. I think if you're a history buff, it was $250. If you're a history buff and you want to know all about South Dakota, that's what this ride was about.
And that this ride takes you places where you don't normally go here in Sturgis.
Yeah,
I
it's a
think they
historian.
take you north, up into North Dakota, and they stop at all these cool places.
But they're not
Lunch is
having it this year.
provided.
But we
But
want
yeah.
to talk to them. We're going to be working with the Buffalo Chip in the next year, and we'd really like to get that ride. I think it'd be a great ride to go on. For $250, people are probably like, wow, I can't believe that's that much money. But it's for this guy's time, and it's all day. It's an all-day ride.
No, the art is not retired yet. I thought when Stephen asked that, he said, did Neil ever retire? And I thought, I think Neil
Art.
retired. He means that's what he said. He meant art. Yeah, I don't.
I don't know. I think Art's waiting until he's 65. He's got one more year to go.
Yeah, well,
A lot of people want to, we had medical from my work,
that's why we
and
got to
that's why we
retire.
were able to retire early. But in his case, my brother was the same way too. They had to wait till to get on Medicare. They just, if something bad happened, you ain't got insurance, might take all your money you got. So Art, when we talked, we met up with him
Anywhere out here.
last time we were in California a couple months ago. And yes, great.
Yeah, that'd be great.
You got water.
Thank you.
So we didn't run away from you.
Yeah. We didn't skip out on the bill, dine and dash. We didn't do that.
Yeah.
They're going to fold up that trailer park and repeat drive out. Oh, and bulldoze down the place. Wow. That didn't sound good.
I drove 3 stores.
Was it rough? Did they get any new cabins in?
They got a great big gravel in there. It's really hard to drive through.
Oh,
They
no.
got a whole sling of them down there.
New cabins?
Brand spanking new.
You talk to anybody? Stop
I
in.
did not.
Should stop in, just see what cabin's gonna be.
Nobody's there yet.
I don't know.
So there's our sponsor right now. If you're interested in anything, they also have.
We're not making any money on you buying toothpicks. Well, what he did is he gave us some money to have some commercials on our channel. I'd rather do that but to me, we're not gonna, well, she used the B12.
Yeah, the B12 and
And,
caffeine one.
She really liked those. I'm not a big toothpick
just-
guy. But
yeah,
I mean,
but
if they have
that's
the cinnamon ones, I might do something with that. I like cinnamon.
Yep.
They have cinnamon toothpicks before. When I was a
Yeah.
kid.
Or remember
and,
Dentine?
And so
My
we'll
granny always
see.
said
But I
didn't
mean,
eat them.
I thought it was a great idea. If you're a smoker or somebody that quit smoking and you are, instead of buying, I hate those stupid vape pens because
Yeah.
it looks like when people blow out the window, it looks like the car's on fire. It's like they're in there, got a bong in there or something.
Hi, Tam Hill. We're headed to Sturgis on the 26th, and I'm bringing Pancho again. And this year we have to meet up. He will be so excited. All right, Tim, that sounds great. Do we have your contact information? I think we do. But if you don't,
So if you have our phone number, if you don't have our phone number, you have to email us to get the phone number because we don't
Just
want to
email.
broadcast it to where we get spammers and all of it.
we did that one on one live, and we got all kinds of weirdo calls.
So what we do is if you got our phone number, you always text us. Do not call because it's visible phone. And if you don't, sometimes it's a month before we see that somebody called,
Yeah.
left a message.
It doesn't.
Daytona did that. We were gone from Daytona. We got one. The guy goes, "We're over here. We're waiting for you to meet up." All right, text first. Text, and we'll call you back.
Because the text will show up. You've got so
Yeah,
many
it stays
texts.
there no matter what.
But if somebody calls, it doesn't ever, where the little phone is, it doesn't have a 1 or 2. It doesn't show nothing. So I know if I get a text, don't know if I get a message unless,
We try to check, but it's got, we got our 2 personal phones that we're using too, and trying to keep track of all the stuff we do. It's just really hard to keep track of that. And we always keep the volume down on that phone too, just like my phone. Nobody calls me. And
I do, and he never answers.
turn down.
Never.
Hey, I looked at it the other day when you wrote something. I actually had it in my hand when you were doing it. Whatever you wrote.
I know if I run in the store, because I know he's on his phone answering messages and stuff. So I know if I text, it'll pop up so he'll see it. But other than that, I will check out maybe buying some small property. That'd be nice, but it's very costly out here. Thanks. Okay, thanks. And tell Pancho we said hi.
Why is your manager?
Yeah.
But
know,
they
as I said,
say
the
you
Pancho
can tell your
works
rally
in
fly story.
So they told us that when you get here, they call these rally flies, and they're only here during rally time. And the reason is right before rally starts, they mow down all the fields. Once they mow down all the fields, the flies that are in the ground, they come out and up because they've mowed all the fields and they don't have any place to nest. So they fly around and bug all of
And
us.
it varies. 'Cause the first couple days we were here, they were insane. We probably had
A
100 of
little
them in the trailer. Now, yesterday, there was none around. I don't know where they were at.
I
today
hung
they're
up
back
some
again.
fly strips.
Yeah, some of them, I'm here, you got a bunch of them little critters.
Well, because Charlie doesn't like the slapping of the fly swatter, and
It makes
he's
him
right
upset.
now,
We're trying to calm him down.
and you can't raise your voice. You know, you can't even. Oh, he's like, he gets.
So we don't know if that's part of
We're
his
walking on
issue too, that he's got a
eggshells.
nervous stomach, and that's what's causing this. Because he's been moved around a lot this last year, so that's kind of why we wanted to get the chip right away, keep him in here, keep him calmed down. You know, not a lot of excitement, and
Very familiar area. He's used to being in the trailer. He's used, you know, he likes it when the motorcycle and the golf cart are moved because then he's got a little more area to move around.
well, he's got 3 beds in there. He sleeps in. He's like a king
He is.
in his little castle. Big castle to
We
him.
call it a rolling dog house. We pull behind our truck because that's his dog house.
But we have blackout shade, so you can't. It's all dark. It's funny because when we get back early, we open the door, you can see his eyes, and I go, "Oh no, is it still light outside?"
I can't see. Zipx wouldn't make it here in Florida. Tobacco is cheaper. Did you look up the prices?
Well, they're only $29.95.
But
But
I think there's only 30 in there because it said if you bought a bundle pack, which were 2, you got 60. So I'm assuming there's 30 in each pack. So they're a little less than
I
a
mean, they
dollar.
might last
piece.
you longer. If you could use a toothpick and use it all day, and you know, a lot of people smoke a pack of cigarettes in a day.
Yeah.
You know, if it lasts you 30 days, you'd be money ahead.
Right now, is it $8? Is it
For fuel
$8
here?
for a pack of cigarettes?
Well, it depends on where you go.
So, I
Diesel
don't
right
know.
now. Diesel depending on where you go. The cheapest we got over in Rapid City was what, $3.70
Like
something we
19
paid
bucks or
for
60.
diesel.
That's not bad then.
$3.78 for diesel. In town here, it looks like it's about $3.99. Sturgis is always going to be more expensive for gas. Now, when I'm putting gas in my motorcycle, I really don't care. We bought the premium non-ethanol 93 octane today for $4.28 a gallon. It's in the freaking motorcycle. It's 3 gallons. I don't really care. It could be $10 a gallon. I'm still going to put it in my motorcycle. Truck, a little different story. We do have the truck right now. We're kind of running around. We rode around all this morning on the bike. We probably rode 100 or more miles today. I didn't look at the odometer. I zeroed it out. I found out how to do that. My digital gauges. Got that all done. We might be getting a new radio. And we'll know about that in a week. And there's a company that's about to introduce that new radio. Like if you have a 2014 and older, where you can't, what do they call that when you Android it and you can iTune it? What do they call that?
Hearing?
No, there's something else. And I don't know. So what the truck is. The truck does that to where you can use the Google Maps. You can use whatever's on your phone. It goes to to our truck, to the radio. On the new Harley, they already have that. But on 2014 and older, they don't have that.
Wow.
So Rick Rack actually sells one. Sinister Sound has a radio. This is another company, a well-known company, that's going to be introducing a new radio. And we'll find out about that maybe in about a week. And they might end up, for a video, they might end up giving me that $1,000 plus radio.
That's
We'll
really
see what
cheap.
happens.
Frank says that he gets the cigar cigs for $1 to $1.60 for a pack.
What are they called?
Cigar cigs.
I don't know. Never heard of
That's-
that. Because Art bought Indian cigarettes.
Like a cigarette, but it's a cigar.
That's really cheap.
But is it the same as smoking a cigar? I mean, a
Carplay?
cigarette? Oh, you don't know? You're not a smoker? Because Art buys Indian cigarettes when he comes over to
Carplay, is that what
Arizona.
we're talking about?
What?
It wasn't CarPlay either.
Yeah, it's CarPlay.
That's it. That's what George says. George always comes to our rescue with the right answer.
Yes, CarPlay. So if you have
Thanks,
an older
George.
bike, you know, because you can't update the maps. And it's like, now it's getting really bad. Especially the dealers are all moving. We hit in the dealer and it's nowhere where it's supposed to be. So we're trying to look at the phone and the sun's hitting and you can't see the stupid thing. And I've had nothing but trouble with all that. So we're hoping that this radio comes in play and we can get this fixed up and we'll be able to use maps again on the bike.
That just sounds so cheap.
But I know it does. But they are cigars.
$1.27.
They are little mini
But
cigars.
it's still
So-
tobacco.
Yeah, but it's not the same. See, cigars you don't inhale. You inhale a cigar, you're definitely gonna get cancer really quick. Cigars you don't inhale. You flavor the taste, and then you blow it out. Cigarettes you inhale. So
Don't know nothing about it.
yeah, I don't know anything cheaper than Indian cigarettes, but they're still They are packed. We don't really buy. We don't smoke.
I think Art was getting them there at the reservation at the lobby. When they $100 a pack, because didn't he leave with the 100? Well, carton.
But I don't know. That was 2 years ago.
More than that. All right. So you about done? We're dwindling down. We're down to 88.
We're getting attacked by flies.
I said there's more in here than there are outside.
It's too hot out there. They came in through the air conditioning. Flies are sweating.
That's what he thinks. The weather's getting hot and the flies are going away. That's what happens in Arizona. We have flies for a brief time, right between when it gets done being chilly and it starts getting warm. You get a lot
It
of
could be the same
flies.
thing. They could be plowing the
Then
fields
once it
too.
gets hot, and they're gone. That sun just burns them up. Told you, it's not really a live cigar. But, you know,
right.
that's cheap. So anyway, we'll do our sponsor one more time and thank them for giving us a little bit of money here for our channel. And
Help with the traveling.
Yep.
Gas ain't
So,
cheap. So what
right
do you
here.
pay for gas, Neil? What's the gas in town?
It was 413, I think, for premium.
Premium.
413.
Was that out there at that little truck stop out there, the Sinclair?
Yeah.
They're usually not a bad price, a little Sinclair out there by Piedmont. We used to get diesel there last year, but this year they're not that cheap. They were over $4 for diesel out there. We didn't stop there. We ended up getting diesel in Rapid City for $3.78.
They're Native American, they said. Talk to you guys next week. All right, Crap on a Cracker. Tell Sandy we said hi, Bill. And
And if you're coming, let us know you're here. Email us. If you can't find us, you can always go to bobandtams.com and you can contact us through there. So that's always there. If you get confused about email, you can't figure out, you always go to our website. It's Bob and Tams, and halfway down the page says contact. You hit that and you send me an email is what you do. So you can always contact us through there if you forget our email or something like that. And if you use one of the old ones, we still use those too, the Bob and Tams Yahoos. We have both those still. When you look at that, I still send some of those to our vendors that we have because a lot of people get confused by this contact at.
contact us.
Because they think, well, okay, contact at, where's your email at then? Well, that is the email. Contact at.
Us at.
Yeah, that is the email. I thought it would be good because when they set it up, Racer X, Rider X, when he set it up for us, he was going to do a Bob and a Tam at bobandtams.com. And I just thought that'd just be too much for people. But maybe it should be. I think we get 6 emails. I don't know. If you guys want a different email, we could change it again. But we have our own channel now, which is the bobandtams.com. So we have our own domain, I guess they call that. Any questions before we leave? We'll wrap it up here. We're in
So we want to thank
Loud America?
Zipx, Toothpicks, and Loud America for having us here. And thank you for all your prayers. Charlie is doing better.
keep praying.
Keep praying. He's not out of the woods yet. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. Think about Patreon. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications. And we'll see you on the next video.
Yep. And we're in Sturgis. We're going to start seeing a lot of Sturgis stuff starting tomorrow. Full Throttle Saloon. We went out there and checked that out. We show you Main Street. We kind of strolled down Main Street and showed you some of the stuff going on there. We went out to LaSalle Street. We rode out there. So it's a really great, good video to kind of give you an idea of what's happening right now in Sturgis. And things are starting to go up. There was a tent going up down here. I think the frame was up yesterday. I don't know if they finished putting the tent up or not. So it gives you a really good idea. We got a video we're working on right now about places to eat. So that'll be coming up soon. We're going to be showing you the construction at exit 37, what that's going on, what it looks like today.
Adios.
And so that'll be coming out in the next day or so too. So keep looking at that, and we'll have a lot of updates on events going on in Sturgis for the 83rd Sturgis Motorcycle Rally.
And prayers for everybody that's coming out this next week or the following week. Safe travels on your way out here. We'll see you when you get there.
There you go. Hit the end button.
Bye.